Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1970 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Oakland Athletics and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the A's today is Chuck Dobson, whose record is 2-0 with a 2.77 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots today is Dave Leonhard, whose record is 0-2 with a 5.25 ERA. Okay, we took another drubbing yesterday. We lost 12-1. The game was over in the first inning. It's our third time this year we've given up 10 runs or more. And yes, it is frustrating to lose like this. And after the game yesterday, I did spend some time reflecting on perhaps why our team is getting beat down so handedly this year compared to last year, our very first year in the sim. And the only thing that I could come up with here is that our team is actually behaving the way it should now. Like last year, we had a lot of decent players that we could trade away to acquire players that we needed to build a better team, which eventually led us to the playoffs and even got us as close to the World Series as we could get. And so, this year, our team has taken a couple steps back in our ratings, in the player quality. Some of the players have gotten older. And I think as much as I typically blame the game and the AI and the rating system and the stupid things that happen in the game that cause us to lose, I do tend to think that, in a sense, the game is behaving in a manner indicative of what our skill set is on our team. So we are not a very good team. That's what it boils down to. We probably are a 4-8 team. The Pythagorean agrees. It says we're 4-8 right now. We're minus 20 in the run differential. We cannot hit, and we are not pitching well. So, having said that, we have to make a decision. Do we want to make a couple of trades to make this team a little bit better and maybe make it a 500 team, or at least keep us in contention for a playoff spot? Or do we just accept who we are and go for the better draft pick next year? So, we have time to make that decision. I did make one minor pitching decision. I sent down Bruce Brubaker, who's pitched great. I have nothing against Bruce Brubaker, other than he pitched 4 innings yesterday and would not be available for the next 2 games. And I think it's safe to say that we're going to need all of our bullpen. So we brought up Dick Bates, who spent a little time in the majors last year, filling in when we've had injuries and when we've done the old AAA swap like we just did with Brubaker. So Dick Bates back in the majors for at least 2 weeks. That's whenever I send a player down, I always send him down for a minimum of 2 weeks, unless there's an injury, and then you can bring a player back. That's actually the major league rules. Okay, let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel, please. Hit that like button anyway, if you're already a subscriber. As I mentioned in yesterday's pregame, we are very close to starting our first giveaway. I am trying to pin down a good first quarter of the year prize. So stay tuned for that. It should happen hopefully by the end of this weekend. I'll have the first giveaway item. Okay, so Dave Leonhard, his third start as a Pilot. Looks like the A's have beat him around pretty badly. They're batting .367 against him. All the bullpen is available. Here's our lineup versus Chuck Dobson. He is a right-hander. And this is our lineup versus righties. Okay, let's go ahead and do the official lineup rundown For the Athletics, looks like they have their regulars back in there today. Batting leadoff in center field is Rick Monday. Batting second and catching is Gene Tennis. Batting third at third base is Sal Bando. Batting cleanup in right field is Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth at first base is Nate Colbert. Batting sixth in left field is Tommie Reynolds. Batting seventh at shortstop is Bert Campaneris. Batting eighth at second base is John Donaldson. And batting ninth is the pitcher Chuck Dobson. Okay, Dave Leonhard, 0-2, 5.25 ERA, 11 strikeouts in 12 innings pitched. That's nice. He has walked 8, which is not so good. Opponents are batting .271 against him. His fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 55%. You like that. His best pitch is a changeup. It's rated an 86. He's got 2 other pitches below league average. Overall rated a 77. The 29-year-old right-hander is arbitration eligible at the end of the year. And thus far, it's not given us anything that we could use since we made the trade for him. Okay, we'll take a look at our defense. It's the same as we have below league average at second with Sutherland, and out there in right field with Bill Robinson. Behind the plate is Dalrymple, who's got a very good arm. Okay, Rick Monday leading it off against Dave Leonhard, and a ground ball almost gets through as Sutherland makes a stab at it. He gets the out at first, so 1 down. Next man up is Gene Tennis. He's 2 for 3 against Leonhard with a home run. And Sutherland busy again as he gets out number 2. So 2 quick outs for Dave Leonhard, and Sal Bando is up. And Bando goes deep, his 3rd home run of the year. Maybe that's the other issue with our team, is here at home with those short left center and right center field fences in the alleys there. We have really maybe hurt ourselves with our terrible pitching. We cannot out-slug some of these teams, especially the good ones like the A's. So 1-0, Oakland, and Reggie goes back-to-back with his 4th. That's an 11-game hitting streak for Reggie. You may have noticed on the title card that Reggie came into today's game with a 10-game hitting streak. We'll make it 11. And back-to-back-to-back. As Nate Colbert gets his first as an Oakland A. Will there be 4 in a row? Well, he's trying for it. Going into the gap, it is a single. 4 hits in a row. Make it 5 with an infield single. Here's John Donaldson. He's got a grand slam in the series. So we get the first 2 outs and then give up back-to-back-to-back home runs, tack on a couple singles, and it's 3-0 Oakland. Going to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Pilots lineup rundown. Batting leadoff in center field is Tommie, AGEE. Batting second at second base is Gary Sutherland. Batting third in left field is Mike HEGAN. Batting cleanup in right field is Bill Robinson. Batting fifth at first base is Joe PEPITONE. Batting sixth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting seventh and catching is Clay Dalrymple. Batting eighth at shortstop is Freddie PATEK. Batting ninth is Dave Leonhard. Chuck Dobson. Just wanted to give you a couple tidbits of information on Dobson here. In 1970, in real life, Dobson had maybe his best year with 16-15 for Oakland with a 3.74 ERA. He led the American League in games started with 40 and with 5 shutouts. You'll see that he's 2-0 already this year with a 2.77 ERA, 13 strikeouts in 13 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .250 against him. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. He is a fly ball pitcher 62% of the time. His fastball is his best pitch, rated in 85. 3 other pitches in the arsenal, all below league average. Overall rated in 81. The 26-year-old righty is a free agent after the 1970 season. All right, here is the defense for the A's. It's good everywhere you look, except for behind the plate with Gene Tennis and that noodle arm. I think it's a 68, right? Yeah, 68. Okay, here we go. We're down 3 runs already, as Tommie AGEE leads off with a fly ball to right. 1 out. Next up is Gary Sutherland, one of the few pilots that's actually hitting well. He lines out to center field for out number 2. And Mike HEGAN goes deep. That's the 4th home run of the ball game. 2nd of the year for Mike HEGAN. He had the first Pilots home run of the year. It's 3-1. And Bill Robinson walks. So we have a runner on first with 2 down and Joe Pep up. PEPITONE batting .250 with a home run. And he gets jammed inside and pops it up right behind second base for out number 3. We go to the top of the 2nd. Chuck Dobson leading off. 1 for 5 on the year. Leonhard gets his fellow pitcher to pop it up to first. PEPITONE making the catch, 1 down. And Rick Monday walks. Runner on first, 1 out. The catcher, Gene Tennis. Oh, come on, man. Like, I don't mind the home runs. Like, this is ridiculous. Dave Leonhard is not a pitcher who walks batters. And he's walked 3 in a row. For Reggie, who's going to hit a grand slam. Or a double. I mean, there's nothing we are able to do. He walks the bases loaded, and then a 2-run single from Reggie. It's 5-1. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. And Rich Rollins gets a base hit. They're hitting home runs, and we're hitting singles. That's kind of the story of the season so far. Back-to-back base hits, though, as Rollins goes to second. First and second, nobody out. Freddie PATEK up. I mean, there's no point. Normally I would sacrifice bunt, play some small ball. But there's nothing we can do here but swing away. They strike out our batters like it's nothing. Pulling the third baseman in. Good bunt from Leonhard. That does get the base runners over. For Tommie AGEE. AGEE has been poor at best so far. Ground ball to first. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 3rd. 5-1 Oakland. Bert CAMPANERIS leading off. A triple. There's no point in bringing in the infield. We're down 4 runs. The game is over. The most we can hope for here is for the pitcher to get a sac fly. Great job. 6-1. And then Monday will ground out for out number 3. A's have scored in every inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Gary Sutherland leading it off. Ground ball to third. He is 0 for 2 today. Mike HEGAN had the home run in the first. Lines out to right. And Bill Robinson flies out to center. Top of the 4th inning. Catcher TENACE up. Ground ball to first. BANDO popping it up. Potentially a 1-2-3 inning here. Nope. Error on the catcher, Dalrymple. Ground ball that gets past the first baseman. BANDO goes to third. It's going to be a lot of unearned runs here, folks. A balk. How the run doesn't score there, I'll never know. Again, much like the first inning, all the runs score after there's 2 outs. Joe PEPITONE popping out. This is going to be a very, very long season as Rollins pulls it into left field. You know, the other thing that's total bullshit is our starting pitcher is a ground ball pitcher. And all these home runs, all of the pop-ups, I don't understand what does it all mean. I don't know how to, how do you build a team if you can't understand the rules? Guess we're going to take Dave Leonhard out here. We'll bring in Darren Johnson. Ironically, with one swing of the bat here, make it interesting at least. 1-2 count. Yeah, of course. Oh, no, it's a ground ball in front of home plate. Well, guess what? It's time for Dick Bates. There he is. There's his numbers from last year. Not particularly great. Gave up a ton of home runs. All in relief, really. He did make one start. He technically is a starter. And for us, he's the perfect guy to be a long reliever. So we'll see how many innings he can give us today. It's like the game has something against our starting pitcher. I wonder when the last game that we played was when we did not give up a run in the first inning. Gary Sutherland with the ground out. Here's Mike HEGAN. He gets plunked. Bill Robinson. Ground ball to short. Ran a double play. Top of the 6th. BANDO with a base hit. 9 hits for the A's. Reggie pops it up. Wait, out of curiosity, what is Dick Bates? Ground ball percentage, 42%. Nate Colbert. Fly ball to center. Bottom of the 6th, Joey Pep. Rich Raw. And Clay Dalrymple. I think Dalrymple's 2 for 2 today. And a walk now. Yeah. Dalrymple 2 for 2. Good job by him. And Freddie PATEK. 7th inning. Let's try to get one more out of Dick. Try to stretch Dick one more inning. That's off the wall. Another triple? No, it's only a double this time for CAMPANERIS. Donaldson, a fly ball. And Dobson. We've had a balk that scored a run and a wild pitch that scored a run. All right, Luke. Come on, Luke. Dobson had 100 pitches. Gets Lou to pop it up. 1 up. It's funny, if you don't follow us on Facebook, some people comment there instead of on the on the videos here on YouTube. That's fine. Either way, I'm okay with it. And so James K said in a comment that he was looking forward to having me lose my mind this year as we play these games. And you know what? Like, I guess I just have to accept the fact that we are going to lose, and we are going to lose big. And if I can do that, then I'll be just like, well, okay, whatever, you know. Walking the bases loaded, having a run score on a balk and a wild pitch. I mean, there's just nothing we can do about it. I mean, Rick Monday's a left-hander. We bring in a lefty, the lefty gets on. This is the way it's going to go all year. There's nothing we're going to be able to do that's going to be able to prevent us from getting throttled every single game we come out here and play. Clearly, I made a mistake with the alleyways, and if I had a chance to go back and fix that, I would. But we're in it now for the rest of the year, and at the end of the season, before the start of the 71 year, we'll move those alleyways back to 370 or 375. Okay, bottom of the 8th. Dobson continues to pitch. That's a 6th hit, as HEGAN's 2 for 3 today. It's 8-2. Nothing really we can do about it. Rich Rollins, he's 2 for 3 today, popping up. And we're going to the 9th inning. I think we'll send Riddleberger back out there to wrap this puppy up. He's got to face 3 righties, but he's pitched the least amount of innings of any of our relievers. So, I don't know. Maybe we get lucky. That's like a reverse split kind of situation. And apparently it is. He gives up the hit to the lefty, and he's getting the righties out like it's no problem. Maybe the game is just showing us some mercy. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We're down 6 runs. Here's Clay Dalrymple. 2 for 2 with a walk. Ground ball to second. Freddie PATEK has just been horrible. As Dobson is now officially tired. He hit that ball with so much exit velocity, it hit off the wall and nearly bounced back to the infield. So PATEK will get a triple. This will be our junk run. Well, we'll bring in a left-handed bat, Van Kelly. He's got 1 hit all year. That run will score or it won't. That should get it in. It's PATEK. So there's our junk run. And here's the ball game. So we lose 8-3, and we fall to 4-9 on the year. A's win 8-3. Okay, well now it's simulating. We have the Twins coming to town next. Maybe there's a trade offer here. I would accept anything at this point. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier with the Twins. We have Boswell, Estelle, and Jim Kitty Cat before we get a day off. All right, let's take a look at the standings. We're 4-9. Team ERA of 5.28. That's tough. National League. At least we are not the Padres. Hey, the New York Mets are 4-8. That seems unlikely. Let's take a look at the headline news. Brainiac Baseball Daily Beat. Josephson powers the White Sox to a 9-3 win. That's all there is. Let's take a look at transactions. Oh, there's a few things. First of all, Pete Rose has a 20-game hitting streak. There's Pete. Doesn't have the moppy bowl cut hair yet. He's off to a good start. Look at, I mean, even in our sim last year, he batted .315. He's a .304 career hitter. Pretty good. He must have got injured. He only played 124 games. No. That's just how many games he played in. That's why this game truly sucks. You can't give Pete Rose 600 at-bats. Bill Landis is going to miss a couple weeks for Boston. He broke a finger. Looks like he's a reliever. No big whoop. Dick Bozeman, not even going to miss a start. And Ken Wright, broken ankle, is going to miss 103 days. He's not even in the majors. No big deal. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Player of the game. Oh, it's a tough call. Mike HEGAN hit a home run. I do like the fact that Clay Dalrymple did get on base 3 times, with really nothing to show for it, though. So we're going to give it to Mike HEGAN. He had a second home run. Dalrymple did make that error. Leonhard went 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, walked 3 in an inning after he got the first 2 outs. So stupid. Dick Bates, good job by him. He gave up a run, but that's all right. And Denny Riddleberger, the mad cow, came in and mowed him down. Chuck Dobson, he goes to 3-0. Complete game. They used 1 relief pitcher in this series. That was that Gil Robles guy or something like that who pitched yesterday. Game 1 was a complete game. Game 3 is a complete game. Unbelievable. All right. That is it. We'll come back tomorrow with Game 1 against the Twinkies. Until then, everyone, have a great night.